I let's see. In case you didn't watch the other video, which I feel like, yeah, no, it's a little too long for the things I went over. I'm gonna just recap really quick. Air dashes, super good for movement. I know you're looking for movement specifically, you know, especially to avoid like big ass fucking mashy hurt boxes or hitboxes. So you could just use this, move super quick, feint, jump back, all that, close gaps, etc. So I didn't really know who you wanted to play, like as a partner. I think you're still indecisive about it. Shit, I can't think right now. So I just went with a pretty generic partner. This is a pretty popular team, I would say, for Chie, just because I'm sure you've experienced she lacks the range, and so Batista, you know, she's got beams and shit, so her assists super good for helping Chie get in, right? So Chie's game plan really is get in, do a bunch of fucking damage. She's a very explosive character, and so honestly I think the best thing to work with right now for you as as like an intermediate level player, I'd say focus on your fundies, you know? A lot of time, or just get used to the game's mechanics, because I know once you get like the movement down and you feel comfortable with like moving around big ass hitboxes like that, you're gonna be able to find yourself being able to punish things a lot easier. For example, especially with like big ass poke buttons that you can confirm off. Yeah, let's see. So you could like feint back, bait an attack, walk in a little bit, get a big confirm off, right? Damage. That's all Chie is about. So I wouldn't necessarily focus on the, you know, like the power charge combo shenanigans. I forgot how to do these. Let me get this shit at least one. Wait, that's what, okay. So I wouldn't recommend like focusing on big damage shit with power charge, especially because like it's not very practical outside of a combo, just because of how low or how little it lasts. So one thing I'm not really gonna focus on that right now. I'm mainly gonna focus on how to view the game, so you can get your neutral down, you can get your footsies game, your fundies, all that shit. Chie's anti-air game, very peculiar in that me personally, I think her anti-air fucking sucks, right? Because she moves forward with it, and the hitbox isn't very big. Like, yeah, she's in her like entire upper body is invincible to head or to like aerial attacks, but regardless, like because of how the hitbox works, that shit kind of sucks. So because I feel like you could start to grasp, or I know you're starting to grasp like how this game works, because like, you know, you've been like going out looking at like top players play. The main gimmick of this game, you know, outside of its simplicity and single player combos, its complexity really shows itself in its partner, in its like partner shenanigans. So instead of anti-airing with, you know, Chie's lackluster buttons, I would recommend using an assist to anti-air. That covers like every jump arc possible. It's either that, I would recommend either that, or just air-to-airing. This is a pretty good air-to-air button. This one, not so much. It's more for like jump-ins and like baiting throws and shit. But for the most part, I'd say anti-air with this, or like a general rule of thumb. Like every character's assists are different, but a general rule of thumb is their back assist is usually, it can work as an anti-air. It's a very tall hitbox for the most part. their neutral assist can vary depending on the character, but it's usually something that covers a lot of space horizontally. And their forward assist is something that covers, or it's usually a projectile or something that will help you get in. It's like the furthest reaching one for most characters, I mean. So no matter which partner you pick, most characters in the game outside of maybe like 2 or 3 will fit into this mold. So you can pick whichever character you feel like supports Chie the best, whichever you feel like fits your hand the best. Their back assist you can most likely use as a reliable way to anti-air. Forward assist you can use as a very reliable way to cover yourself when approaching. And then outside of that, I've seen you play, like you have your combo game down, like you're big fucking chillin'. It's just that you need to learn how to get those combos in. You gotta work on getting to know the game, getting comfortable with Chie, so you can really like capitalize on the openings, you know, learn how to punish effectively, and eventually learn how to like use like knockdown, Oki setup, shit like that. And then that's really it. Other than the things I've already told you, I guess I'll just go over them again. What I'm seeing you do a lot, I don't know if it's I'm assuming it's most likely a misinput, but outside of the Skullcracker on block, you'll do the dragon kick. I forget what it's called. Here, let me just show you. So yeah, that on block is minus as all hell. Like I can get a power charge off, do like 1,000,000 damage for free just because you whiffed that. So what this really comes with is just practice, you know, just being able to do or getting comfortable with the Hereka, so you can get that ender, the Herculean strike ender, rather than the dragon kick, because that is much safer. Here, I can actually show you what I was talking about the other day. Oh wait, let me have her block back. Okay, that is much less minus. Oh shit, that first hit's an overhead. Okay. First off, she's out of range. She's out of the range where I can effectively hit her with my fastest attacks, being 4A and 2A, and my range attacks that would be able to hit her, she can block, because Herculean strike is maybe it's like -2 or -3, so she's safe. So instead of ending with dragon kick, I feel like you gotta realize the risk. You gotta minimize the risk for a maximum reward, right? And so that comes in, you know, safe block strings, being able to jump back in case they try and press a button after, or a frame trap. This B auto combo is in itself a frame trap. They can't really do shit other than DP or super if they know it's coming, for example. Like, look, I know like that's not a true block string, so because I know that, because I play this game, I know that I can punish super heavy. But against most people, they won't have like the gall to go for an option like that. So instead, what they'll do is try and press a button, which you'll beat out 100% of the time. So this is a very good block string to use if you end it in a safe special, because BB by itself is very unsafe. Like I can beat the shit out of you for whiffing this, like especially at close range. If you don't cancel it, oh, is that okay? That's safer than I thought. But just as a rule of thumb, cancel it into a safer special, so you're less negative. I know you guys are like barely coming out of the unga bunga mashing phase, but I know you'll be able, or you want to think of this game like analytically. You're gonna get to that point, and when you do, you'll be able to like view the game a lot more slowly. You'll be able to dissect it a lot more. And honestly, that just comes with practicing specific things, and I think the most efficient way to do that is just getting comfortable with the range of your buttons and their uses. So, for example, like I told you, you want to use this as your main poke in neutral. And when you're in the corner doing your pressure, this doesn't really matter just because this is faster. This is faster. You could use this to stagger, etc. Like, there's a lot better options than this. But you could still definitely use it in corner pressure. I'm just saying, recognize that this is better in this situation than in the round start position, and this is much better in this situation versus corner or like up close pressure. So after you get comfortable with your character, then you can really start to recognize their strengths and weaknesses. Chia's strength is explosive damage at the cost of not entirely stubby range, but very...
Are we doing this?
Oh, that was in sync. Her weakness is mostly comes in the fact that her biggest range normals are her persona normals, and persona normals in general, they look big. They're very powerful if you land them, but even if, like, look, even if I jump back, you see that Tomoe is still out. I could whack her for free. So that's just a negative that comes with every persona character, but you could take the chip damage because, oh shit, that's like a blender setup. Oh shit, I missed the punish. But because that is red health, you could swap into your other character and heal it up. So the persona chip damage isn't really something you need to worry yourself about, but just it should help you picture or help you realize that a lot of your shit can be punished, so you want to use less risky options so you minimize being punished. So something like, you know, dash, cancel, or even into her A buttons, this is a lot more safe because her persona's gone. So 5B, 5AA, jump cancel, and then jump back. That is insanely safe. That's a true block string, and your persona doesn't get chipped out. This just comes with getting comfortable with the character, knowing what they can chain into from any given move, and yeah, you know, just labbing it out. You do have a dash cancel. It's not entirely useful until you... It's more of a fighting game mindset that I think you have to work on. But, well, no, not... I feel like you have that down, so you know how to condition someone into, you know, like with this, oh shit, they recognize it's a frame trap, so then you can dash up and get a better advantage off it, some shit like that. I think all you need right now is getting comfortable with your character's range, their normals, what to use in each different situation. Like, I don't think your combo game is necessarily very important right now because you could just stick with an auto combo. That's really all you have. Like, you don't need much more than this in this game. Like, if you know how to play neutral and outspace and then rush in, but all you know is the auto combo, it's still damage. Like, you're still pressing advantage because at the end of the day, you know, you do get the knockdown, you do get pressure off of it. The punish game develops as your combo game develops, but that can only increase as your knowledge of your character increases. That sounds corny as all fucking hell and pretentious as all shit, but it's like the truth, really. Like, all you need is oh, I forgot to go over that in the fucking general tips video, but all you need is comfort with your character, learn how to use assists. I think that's your main thing, you know. Assists will cover your character's weaknesses. That's the point of a team, right? You can't anti-air, your assist can. You can't go in on your own, your assist can cover you. Shit like that, right? Basic shit. Like, if you want to keep up pressure, etc, etc. I think as you're learning Chie and playing more matches, you do have the right idea of, like, practice games being the most effective way to
Are
learn.
we doing this?
So yeah, I'd say just keep playing Chie, get more comfortable with her. If you do want to change characters and like you're starting to get an idea of what you value, you can hit me up. You hit me or Jacoby up really, because we like both know most of the characters. You just ask like, yo, like what characters got this, what characters got that, etc, etc. We'll let you know. We'll like give you more tips on it like this. But yeah, all I'd say is get comfortable with your normals. You do have your combo game down. You know, something like this, pretty easy, right? I'd say if you really want to worry about your punish game and like push Chia to like at least a higher skill than she is right now, you know, push her a little more to her potential, I'd say just practice doing your combos until they're like ingrained in your brain. You know, even basic stuff like that. A 6,000 combo, that's like solidly above average damage for something as easy to hit land with this button. You know, like you have the mindset, you just gotta get comfortable. I think you gotta get comfortable with the mindset. You gotta be able to recognize any given situation in this game and know what to do. That just comes with playing it though. But other than that, I'd say capitalize on your movement options, your defensive options being bursts, parries with Chie, push blocks, etc, etc. And yeah, that's really about it. I feel like I dragged it out a bit long. I feel like it got redundant, but to recap, learn to utilize your assists, your partner, learn or just get comfortable with the character so you know when to use your assists in a more effective manner. And then yeah, everything else will come with. That's really about it. But yeah, I don't really got much else for you, man. If you want, or if you have any questions on like any specific shit, just hit me up. I got you. But yeah, other than that, that's all I got for the guide.
Are we doing this?
Peace.